now, my friends, so last day of Kawaii Kon, and well, for Sunday, it was actually pretty darn good. I mean, for Sundays, everyone's tired. They've done a lot of dancing and whatnot in the Friday or Saturday, but for this Sunday, it was actually pretty darn decent. I mean, I did start off a lot later than I usually would. Got to the convention center like about 11ish. Went down to the dealer's room, and then for the first thing I did for the first panel I went to of the day at 12 o'clock noon, it was the Ask an Anime Character panel, which they claim that they started it up here in Hawaii's Kawaii Kon. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it's basically an event where all the voice actors go to the back of the room, hide behind the curtain and everything, and then they voice act their characters answering questions from the audience. And yeah, it's usually there just for like some good skit comedy. And yeah, this is probably one of the best ones I've seen, if not the best I've seen in the past few years now, or for any of the Kawaii Kons I've ever been to. Usually they're kind of stupid the audience has some stupid questions, and the actors have a hard time answering. There's a lot of technical issues sometimes, but this one, I really couldn't find that many flaws. Not too many people asked dumb questions, and it went off pretty well. I mean, there was still a lot of like Fujoshi questions, like literally asking who Sebastian would kiss, but whatever. It was good. I had no real complaints. All of the actors were really darn good. They were on their A game. They delivered it. They delivered their lines like the characters probably would deliver their lines. And yeah, no real complaints about the Ask an Anime Character. Maybe I kind of want them to go a little bit longer because we ended up starting a little late, but then again, I thought it was also of a good length. All of the characters ended up answering questions, so yeah. They also had like more characters. Usually there's like at previous ones there've already been like 9, but for this one they were able to bring it up to 15, which is great. So yeah, good first panel of the day, and honestly one of the last panels of the day, because there was nothing much else I could do after that. I just went back down to the dealer's room, took some pictures here and there, and then just snuck in on other panels that I had relative interest in but weren't excited to see. Like I went to a Crunchyroll panel where they just talked about the new shows they got this season, the ones I already know that they have. So yeah, nothing much there. It was entertaining enough to kill some time. And then, yeah, the last actual panel I ended up going to was this educational panel run by some people from Hawaii Pacific University. I'm not a huge supporter of HPU, since I'm more of a University of Hawaii person, since I went there for a little bit, and my mom is one of the chancellors there, so yeah. But still, I went down to there, and they were basically giving a cultural PowerPoint presentation about connections with anime has with some myths and some old folk tales from Japan. Like good example is connections with old fairy tale characters like Urashima Taro and Kintaro and all that. For that, you could probably talk about Kamen Rider Den-O too, but that's a little bit too direct. But yeah, it was a simple PowerPoint presentation. I think they could have gone into a little bit more detail about the connections. If I were to grade it, I'd probably give it, if I were a teacher and grading it, I'd probably give it a B-, but that's just me. But yeah, it was okay. Just something to kill the time until the last event of the day, which started off with a concert played by a local band here in Hawaii, EMK, I think MK, their name is MK, who are basically local band. MK, I think, is like EMKE is the initials of each of the band members. An all-female band, and they were pretty darn good. They sang in the middle. They sang a little anime medley with like Sailor Moon, Pokemon, the English versions of those openings, and yeah, and then they actually sang "Change the World" for the first Inuyasha theme in Japanese. They pronounced it really well, even though they're an English speaking band. So yeah, it was a really good last concert to leave off on. Not as good as Gardenelia from last night, but yeah, the fact that I've seen four musical performances over the course of this weekend is great. And yeah, and then we had our closing ceremonies. Not everyone was able to make it. I think Steve Bloom and Mary had to leave early to head back to LA, so pity, but still, it was a great. It was a great. I had a great time this year. Possibly one of the best Kawaii Cons I've ever been to overall. Now, I still think that musical performance-wise, Era Oi was still the concert I'll remember forever. But Gardenelia was certainly great, and Gardenelia was great. I could have gone with a little bit less of Joe Inoue and his nonsense, but yeah, there was no real bad part to this, other than and no real slowdown. So yeah, I actually think I like Kawaii Kon a little bit more than SakuraCon this year, which is saying something. So yeah, I hope that they keep it up, and next year they're during the closing ceremonies they confirmed that Vic Mignogna and David Vincent are going to be two of the big guests there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next year. I'll also probably be going to Anime Matsuri. They haven't released the dates for that one yet, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be good. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that I bought this really awesome wall scroll and on my last during my last day. Ultimate Madoka and Homura, really good. Nothing from Rebellion Story to speak of. So yeah, this is a really nice wall scroll. And other than that, interesting thing I also heard during the closing ceremonies, and I forgot to mention this last night, was that there were like three couples who the guy proposed, and in all three cases the ladies accepted. I saw one at the end of the iShine concert. There was a guy who actually went up, who Johnny invited to come up on stage. I guess the groom already told Johnny about his situation. He said, "Okay, just come up later. Just come up at the end, and I'll say that you're just gonna play a few chords, and then you can pop the question then." I'd imagine that's what Johnny said, and yeah, great job there, John. Great thing that Johnny did. So, and the guy proposed, the lady accepted, and I think there were like two more cases like that somewhere during the convention. And yes, the fact that this convention was able to bring three couples together is awesome. So, hopefully next year they'll be able to make more dreams come true. But yeah, I think this Kawaii Kon was great, and I'll love to go back next year. And if I do, I'll be sure to make more vlogs like this and tell you what I thought. So if you're ever in Hawaii, be sure to come down to Kawaii Kon, because I think we're just getting better and better every year. Until next time, though, farewell for now, my friends.